welcome back to my channel. On today we are having salmon sushi and it was so good. The kids really enjoyed it. If you would like to see the recipe, stay tuned. So here are all my ingredients. I will have them all listed down below, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine all of those together and they're going to kind of be a rub for my salmon. As you can see, I have my rice. I'm going to add jalapeno into the sushi, some cucumbers and some carrots. So here you will see me with my combined seasons. As you see, I did put them all in one container and I'll have measurements in the description down below. And I just lightly put it on the salmon and rubbed it in, and that's what's going to be, you know, my season for it. It's really good. You have to try it. And I use it as like an all-purpose pretty much for a lot of stuff. So now once I have seasoned up my salmon, I have some plant-based butter in the pan. I believe it's the avocado oil by Country Crock. I have to make sure that I go back and look, but I believe that's the one that I used. But I'm just going to pretty much sear it on both sides for a few minutes. Add just a little bit more season just to give it a nice, make it real nice and flavorful. So here we go. And you know, after a while, just a few minutes on each side. I say about 4 minutes on each side, just to make sure it's, you know, cooked all the way but not overdone. And here's the end results. It's looking really good, and it was tasty, really tasty. And if you have not tried the Country Crock plant-based butter, it is really good. You know, if you're trying to cut back on, you know, fat, you know, and just regular regular butter, you have to try it. It's really good. But the salmon came out really good. The sugar, the brown sugar that I put in the season, kind of caramelized it a little bit on top, and you know, what can I say? Pop it. So now you have me assembling, you know, my sushi. I'm adding the rice, and I can also leave a link to the video that I used to actually make the rice. It came out really good. You know, you can, I've seen a lot of people use all kind of rice, but I do recommend that you do use sushi rice, or I think it's medium grain rice. It's really good for sushi, for that sticky consistency that you really like when it comes down to sushi rice. So what I'm doing is I'm patting down the rice onto my nori, and I'm adding my cucumber, which I really love in sushi. I think the next time I'm going to add some avocados. I did not get avocados, but I'm adding the carrots in now. And what I'm going to also do is add in some of the jalapenos, and I did have red onion as well. If you're into a little kick like I am, you can always leave the seeds with the jalapenos. I believe I did leave the seeds in for this one, and you know, it's really good. Now I'm adding in my salmon, the main event. Oh, it was so good, and I think I did a really good job with this salmon. I was really proud of myself. Kudos to me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the rolling process. So you can always get you a sushi mat, add a little saran wrap just to keep the nori from sticking, and then you're going to start rolling. And as you roll, you pull the mat tight, kind of tighten it as you go. Keep pulling at the mat and just squeeze, make sure it's tight. Pull, squeeze, pull, squeeze, until you realize that it's all rolled up, as you will see here. There you go. Now I did make a mistake and add the saran wrap on this, but it's trial and error. So I'm just pulling the saran wrap on out, and the more you do it, the easier it gets. I have found out, because I've actually made a couple after doing this one, and it just became really easy the more you do it. And you experiment with it, always add different ingredients. When it comes down to sushi, there's no right or wrong. You add what you like into it. And this particular one, the kids really enjoyed it. Even my picky daughter, she enjoyed it. So you can't go wrong when it comes down to sushi. So now you have me slicing up the sushi. They always say that when slicing up the sushi, to make sure you wipe your knife in between, especially depending on the type of ingredients you have, to keep it from sticking. And I didn't do it on this one, but they do recommend that you do that. And you can usually get about 8 pieces in a roll with this size nori. So just slicing it up, and I'll be plating it and making it look pretty for you. Be right back. So here I am plating it up, and you see the kids trying to get at it. So making it look, a little fancy for you. Still kind of new to this thing, but I do love cooking. So I hope you all are enjoying. Here I am adding some pickled ginger. I love pickled ginger on my sushi. It's really good. And I also have some wasabi. So here I am adding a little wasabi to the plate. You can't see it because my son is not centered. There we go. Trying to make it look a little fancy. That wasabi, I think it knocked me on my knees. I got the hot one, and woo, Lord Jesus, oh my goodness, that stuff was so strong. So here I have some sweet soy sauce, and you can also try eel sauce as well, but this is what I had on hand and it worked out well. So just pouring a little soy sauce on there, and this is a sweet thick soy sauce. I really like it. It gives it a really nice sweetness and a little saltiness to it, which is really good. And if you like, you can always add some sriracha and some spicy mayo. So here we go. It's all done. I hope that you really enjoyed this. We really enjoyed it. It was really good. And I hope you stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.